Every cartoon has its share of dark scenes, whether obvious or hidden. SpongeBob SquarePants is no exception. Anyway, I'd like to present you today with the 5 darkest episodes from the cartoon. So without further ado, here are the top 5 darkest episodes. Starting with number 5. The episode, Nasty Patty, from Season 3 of SpongeBob SquarePants ranks as the darkest episode of all time on TCC's list. What makes it so? Can you imagine the darkness in thinking you've committed a murder, desperately attempting to conceal the body, all while pretending to be calm in front of the police? It's definitely a grim scenario. Additionally, the episode employs humor, although it's of a darker nature. One could argue that it sends a questionable message to children about poisoning others and disposing of their bodies. Don't you think? Number 4. Coming close to claiming the title of the all-time darkest episode of SpongeBob is Coarse Meal. This episode is not only widely disliked but also stands out as one of the darkest in the series. It revolves around a failed theft, a profound fear, an excessively extreme prank, and even an attempted suicide as the cherry on top. And to make matters worse, the actual villain emerges victorious. I'm referring to the true antagonist of the story. Number 3. Earwrom, an often overlooked episode that delves into the darker side of substance abuse. While actual drugs would be too intense for the show, the creators opted for a catchy song as a substitute. This episode captures the essence of addiction, beginning with the initial exposure to the song on the radio, followed by the compulsive act of purchasing and repeatedly listening to it. The consequences quickly emerge, as the character becomes distracted from their responsibilities and inadvertently flings food at customers. The looming threat of punishment is evident when Mr. Krabs threatens to fire SpongeBob if he plays the song again. The episode also portrays the struggles of withdrawal, which I'll leave for you to discover. Additionally, there is a subplot involving the song's spread, but that's a separate story with its own melody. Number 2. Squidward's misfortunes have often made him the target of ridicule, but his current situation takes it to a whole new level. In an unexpected turn of events, SpongeBob, who is genuinely attempting to assist Squidward for once this season, tries to help him recall a happy memory, only to discover that Squidward doesn't have one. Frustrated by the failed attempts, Squidward chooses to isolate himself in his house, leading to a moment of alarming concern. Is he contemplating suicide? However, it quickly becomes apparent that our assumption was incorrect. And finally, number 1. Picture this situation. You've just had an incredibly enjoyable day at your beloved amusement park, and now you're heading back home on the bus. However, you suddenly realize that the bus isn't taking you in the expected direction. To make matters worse, you unintentionally angered the driver, resulting in him kicking you off the bus and leaving you stranded in an unfamiliar, strange location. The people around you seem completely different from what you're accustomed to, and everything appears foreign and unfamiliar. And now, you find yourself in SpongeBob's situation, standing on sand that somehow possesses sentience. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.